Hello everyone, my name is Guillermo Contreras and this time I'll be giving continuity to a vlog that I uploaded some months ago called Sequels That Never Existed, The Amazing Spider-Man. I have to be honest, I totally forgot about this vlog and it was because a friend of mine spoke with me some weeks ago and he mentioned that I haven't had finished the story that I started on that vlog that I consider finishing it. So here it goes. I will try to make this story short, so I will start by giving you a brief reminder of what this story was about. In my vlog called Sequels That Never Existed, I was analyzing the first two movies of the Amazing Spider-Man that were filmed before Disney made an arrangement with Sony Entertainment about the rights of Spider-Man and the possibility of his inclusion to the Marvel cinematographic universe. So the main purpose of that vlog was to create a story that could continue those movie series in order to imagine what would have happened if they had shot another Spider-Man movie. You could click on the link of that vlog on the descriptions just if you want to know more about it, but if you don't want to, you don't have to because I'm going to try to make this vlog really complete. So let's start! Okay, in the last vlog, the story started with Spider-Man defeating the Rhino and then meeting Mary Jane Watson for the very first time. A new character is introduced and her name is Liz Jones, who happens to be at the same class with Peter and Mary Jane. Another character that I forgot to mention the last time was Eddie Brock, who in this version of the movie appears as an old friend of Peter's childhood, since he knows him because Eddie's father used to work with Richard Parker, the father of Peter. Eddie moves to this new city to start working on the Daily Bugle, and at some point Eddie tells Peter that there is a spot as a photographer, and since Peter has been obsessed with photography for the last couple of months because that is the only thing that makes him forget about when and be at peace, well, Peter becomes really good as a photographer. But the thing is that Peter is not that interested at first, but he knows that he could use the money, and besides, having a part-time job would not affect his studies at all. However, then he remembers that being a part-time Spider-Man and also studying college at the same time is really worrying, so he decides not to accept Eddie's recommendation. So continuing with the story, there are two main villains that are going to make everything possible in order to exterminate Spider-Man. In one hand, we have Harry Osborn that has been making some arrangements in order to provide with technology to the remainder Sinister Six. And on the other hand, we have Norman Osborn, who turns out to be alive. To make a long story short, three former criminals are reunited and offered new technology to fight Spider-Man. The Vulture, Dr. Octopus and Scorpion are there, and they join forces to start this hunt that will lead them to Spider-Man. But for some reason that is to be revealed, Harry did not tell them the identity of Spider-Man, and Mac Gargan accidentally breaks one of the containers that has some kind of black goo that attaches to his tail. He does not give importance to this and joins the Vulture and Dr. Octopus that finds Spider-Man web swinging across the city. The Vulture manages to attack him by surprise, but Peter's spider sense alerts him of the coming danger as he dodges the projectiles that are launched through Vulture's wings. Once on the ground, he is intercepted by Dr. Octopus and then the Scorpion. Spider-Man is easily overpowered by the villains, and in order to protect a lady from being crushed by a car that was thrown by Dr. Octopus, Peter is intercepted by one of the Vulture's missiles. However, he manages to escape its explosion just in time. Sadly, Gargan hits him with his tail, leaving him out of combat. The black goo that was attached to Gargan's tail enters Spider-Man's body through his open wounds. Dr. Octopus then grabs Spider-Man and attempts to remove his mask. But Spider-Man wakes up in a sudden rampage and goes berserker against his enemies, destroying the arms of Dr. Octopus in the process, then leaving them at the mercy of the police. Peter wakes up the next day and he is shocked by knowing that he is powerless after he attempts to use his powers in order to get to his university and falls off a building. Of course, his web saved him from a certain death. During classes, Peter makes the first contact with Mary Jane Watson, who asks him to go out to the movies with him that night. However, Peter starts feeling bad, so Mary Jane tells him that it is okay to go out some other day, and Liz suggests him to go to the doctor. Peter instead goes out of the campus to his father's lab, where he has been consulting the old files of his father's research. After he discovers that his blood has an abnormal quantity of strange cells, he compares his blood sample with a sample of his father's blood that was mixed with a symbiote agent that was called the suit. Peter discovers that Eddie Brooks' father and Richard Parker were creating this suit in order to cure some terminal diseases such as cancer or AIDS. But the investigation was suspended after the symbiote was confiscated by the government after they presented their findings on a military symposium. Peter learns that this agent might have acted as an antidote for his powers, but he just can't explain where he had contact with such material. Peter is returning to his Aunt May's house when he watches the Scorpion attacking some people on Central Park through the television. He knows that now that he does not have his powers, he couldn't make it in time in order to fight the Scorpion, and even if he had the means to go there as fast as he could, his lack of powers would lead him to a suicidal act. Peter gets a cab, but it is too late. The Scorpion enters a building and holds some people as hostages as he demands Spider-Man to show up and fight him. And as a demonstration of his intentions, he kills a random guy. Peter listens to this through the radio, and the taxi driver tells him that he will not go any further. Peter gets really angry because he couldn't do anything to save that person's life, as he has a sudden flashback of Gwen's death, and he rushes to the building in order to save the remaining hostages. Peter does not know, but Liz Jones is one of the hostages that are there on the building. Liz starts speaking with an old couple that are seated next to her, but the Scorpion finds out that the old couple are the Jamesons. J.J. Jensen was the main editor of the Daily Bugle, and Gargan hated that diary since they made fun of him after he went to jail. So he decided that J.J. was going to be the next one to be murdered. Liz and Jonah's wife try to stop the Scorpion from grabbing Jonah, but they are hit by his tail and the Scorpion throws Jonah out of the window. His wife panics and starts to have a heart attack. Liz begs him to let her take her to an hospital, but the Scorpion refuses. Peter gets some time to save JJ's life, but it's too late for Jameson's wife, who suffers a sudden death because of a massive heart attack. Liz gets so mad that her mutant powers are triggered and she throws the Scorpions through a window, setting herself on fire and disappearing on the sky. Okay, so this was not the end of it. I'm going to upload the following part I already finished, but that is going to be on another vlog. So you can subscribe, you can like the video, you can share it if you want to, and this story is to be continued.
The blood has been shed, no for you of The blood has paid.